Hi everyone, and welcome to today's meditation session with the Wellness. I'm Hannah, and today's class is on mindfulness and liberation. And this class, along with all the others, is offered freely on the basis of pay what you wish or pay what you can. And the PayPal Me link will be added to the description or comment section underneath this video, and any amount that you're able to contribute will be very gratefully received and allows these weekly classes to continue for everyone to enjoy and feel the benefit of. So many thanks if you have contributed so far. So mindfulness and liberation, it doesn't necessarily mean the ultimate liberation of enlightenment, but it can mean that spacious, peaceful mind that most of us seek when we come to a mindfulness practice. Buddha said that it's through the establishment of the clarity of mindfulness that you can let go of grasping after past and future, overcoming the attachment to life and to grief, abandon all clinging and anxiety, and awaken an unshakable freedom of heart, here and now. And I think that's what a lot of us are seeking from a mindfulness practice, that unshakable steadiness of heart and mind, no matter what difficulties life throws our way from time to time. But how does mindfulness help us to find this freedom and this inner peace from the challenges that life throws our way? It's through the mind states of patience, observance, and moving slowly and respectfully into your own awareness and developing your own spacious internal focus through gradual and deepening practices. All types of mindfulness require the same approach, so non-judging, respectful awareness, and a huge amount of patience for yourself, for your situation, for the general busyness that enters your mind, for any thoughts or emotions that might be arising, and also patience for your journey to unfold just exactly as it's meant to. So although you may come to a practice wishing for something, hoping for an outcome, we have to have the patience to allow things to unfold in their own time. And it is very difficult, particularly if you're struggling with something, to have patience with the outcome and the peace developing that you desperately seek. Patience isn't naturally a mind state that we carry through life generally, let alone in our seated meditation practice. We tend to go through life reacting and judging, categorising things into like or dislike, whether we can change or ignore what's happening in life that's difficult. And that's fine, that's what we do. It's part of our nature as a human and as an animal. But we have a constant stream of expectation and disappointment, and the commentary and criticism in our mind never seems to give us a break. And this is where mindfulness can really help us to break down those continual reactions and judging mind states and patterns of behaviour. And it can help us to let go of expectation and attachment to an outcome, which helps us just flow a little bit more easily through life. So we can learn to put aside our own barriers or weapons of judgment and become a lot more mindful the more we practice and have patience. And we just learn to become the observer of absolutely anything and everything that enters our space of awareness while we sit and while we practice. And we try to start to feel the truth of every situation using our bodies, using our sensory experience, instead of just relying on mental reactions or learned states of mind from our past experience. And it is, again, that approach that Jack Cornfield calls the fearless presence, because it takes a lot of courage to sit with a mind that's filled with difficulty or disturbance or negativity. But it's just practicing over and over again, sitting with whatever arises, that starts to allow those changes of mind to unfold. It allows that peace to arise, it allows patience to develop, and it allows us to break down the judging natural behaviours that we have. So we're just going again today to practice opening our awareness to the external world, letting in whatever might be there in our space of awareness. And Ajahn Chah, who was a monk from the Thai forest monastery tradition in Buddhism, calls this taking the one seat. It's as if there is an empty room representing your mind, and there's only one chair in the middle of this room. If you take that one seat, open all the windows and doors in this room, all the windows and doors in your mind, your only job is to stay seated, no matter what comes through the doors and windows of your mind to try and agitate you and get you to move up off that seat. Your only job is to stay there throughout whatever comes and just allow things to arise and pass away without being agitated off your seat. And another teacher, a favourite teacher of mine, Joko Beck, who's a Zen Buddhist monk, so a different tradition, but a mindfulness teacher nonetheless. Her favourite practice was listening to the traffic. Now, it's probably not something you'd connect with Zen Buddhism, but listening to the traffic is a great example of just taking that one seat, and no matter what you hear to try and disturb your awareness, you just allow it to arise, allow it to pass away. Try not to pass judgment on whether you're enjoying your experience, or trying to notice whether you're categorising sounds into the like or dislike categories. So that's our practice for today. It's called the environment of now, or sometimes called the river of sound meditation. And that's why you might be hearing some background noise today. It's because I've left the doors open here as well, because this is a practice where you can sit near an open window or a door, or even practice outside. And if traffic is what you can hear in your destination, then that is what you're going to listen to. But wherever you are, there will be sounds coming from either your own body, your environment. If you're indoors, there'll be sounds inside and outside. And our practice today is just to stay on our seat and just listen. So using the sense awareness to bring ourselves back to the present moment over and over again. So start with your meditation posture. Get yourself into your comfortable seat, relaxing the arms, hands rested either in traditional posture or facing up or down in the lap. Feet are flat on the floor, back is nice and straight, not tense but upright, and then tilting the head down to look at your knees, gently closing your eyes when you're comfortable to do so. And start with the usual few rounds of deep breath just to relax the habitual tense spots in the body. So deep breaths in, breathing out the tension that you feel anywhere in the body. Working your way down from the crown of the head. Noticing if you're holding tension and actively breathing it out. Let the chair take your full weight. Just allow your body to rest in a natural position as you let go of any tension. Let the legs be comfortable and soft. Slowly directing your attention into the body, spending a few moments in mindfulness of breathing, just watching the in and out breath. Just feeling the breath in and out of the body, at the point of entry, at the nostrils. Gradually feeling the chest and abdomen rising and falling with each breath. Start to notice the level of busyness in your mind, different types and level of distraction that you have today. Just notice. If you're taken away from your focus, just keep bringing yourself gently and kindly back to the breath each time. Start to widen your awareness now to take in the whole of the body. Using the listening sense awareness, start to listen to your own body. Hearing the air passing in and out of the nose. Listening to any movements from your clothing as you breathe. Noticing any other internal sounds coming from your body. If you can't hear anything at all, that's fine. Just be still and watch. Listen. Notice if there's anything that you can hear. Start to widen your awareness outside the body to take in your immediate environment. So in the room that you're in, or in the immediate space of your surroundings. Maybe there's a ticking clock. Maybe there's the sound of other people in the house. Just listen to all those sounds as if you've never heard them before. Widen your awareness a little further, taking your senses outside of the room, listening to all those sounds in the distance, noticing natural sounds, man-made sounds. Just let the mind drift from one sound to the next. you find yourself distracted at any point, just let go of whatever's taken you away from this moment. Bring yourself back to listening. And as you listen, be aware of whether you have the internal commentary going, whether you find yourself talking about the sounds, giving descriptions, and noticing particularly whether you're casting judgments about which sounds you prefer, which sounds you wish there were more of or less of. And once you know that that's what you're doing, try to let that go as well and just listen. Nothing else, just letting the sounds pass in and out of your awareness. Be aware of whether you're judging the quality of your experience. Noticing any comments about whether this is going well or finding it difficult. Just notice that that's what the mind is doing. Taking a step back, just come back to listening. That's all we need to do in this moment, is just listen to the sounds inside and outside of our immediate space. always bringing your mind back to what you can hear. Noticing your desire to have a better experience or a different experience. Doesn't matter whether you feel you're having a good meditation or a bad one. Trying to let go of all of these different states, thoughts that enter the mind. Just allowing things to be exactly as they are. Letting go of the wish to have a different experience. Letting go of the wish to change anything. Just sitting, listening, training the mind to be with stillness, whether that's comfortable or uncomfortable. Always coming back to listening whenever you notice distraction has entered the mind. Starting to gently relax your focus, taking some easy breaths. Arising from meditation when you're ready. This river of sound practice, just listening to the traffic or whatever else is in your space of awareness, is a really good daily practice to keep bringing you back to the present moment, to let go of busyness, and to help you just train your mind to patience and non-judgment, because you probably will find that you were giving yourself a bit of internal commentary about the quality or enjoyment of your experience. And although it's natural to do that, as soon as you notice, try and let go of that mind and just come back to patience, stillness, and listening to no matter what comes into your space of awareness. So if you want to make that your daily practice, doing 10 minutes a day on the river of sound, you'll start to notice the difference in your focus, your internal peace, and your ability to be patient with yourself and others. So thank you for joining me today, and there'll be another practice next Tuesday. Thank you.